Hi YouTubers, I'm Akira or Aki Sauce, and I'm here to show you all things cute, curly, and kinky, and keep you up to date on the latest natural hair trends.
And this is my hair when it was completely relaxed.
Now it's healthy and it's shiny and it looks pretty and it's not breaking. Because I think the most trouble I had with my hair was the breakage, or else I wouldn't have taken the relaxer out. So it was just dry and brittle and falling out, and at one point there were like a couple spots that would not take relaxer at all, and it would just break and get dry. So I have like mismatched just patchiness in the back of my head, so I just cut it off and it looks nice now. And I'm gonna show you my hair now. And don't mind my messy twists because they are very messy, but this is what it looks like now, pretty much. And it is not too bad on length. It's not short. I like it. It's the perfect length. And I'm just going to pull apart these twists here, and I'm just going to show you how I style my hair day to day. And usually I don't do the twists every day. I will do a twist out probably once a week, and then I'll wash it, do a wash and go the next week, that kind of thing. Or I'll twist it and I'll keep it under wraps the entire week if I don't go out. It all depends on what I'm doing that week. I have 2 4-month-olds, so I don't get out too much. So usually my hair is all wrapped up and it's all protected, so it's not really exposed to anything. That's why I think it's doing pretty well with the haircut. Now, for the most part, my hair is a 4B and it's around 4C. I want to say around my nape area is very zigzaggy and very kinky. But up front it's very soft and curly and bouncy, so there is a lot of gel and stuff in my hair, and I just want to show you one of the products that I am absolutely in love with that I use on my hair. Every time I twist my hair, I use this As I Am Twist Defining Cream, and it's really good, and I really think any natural girls, you need to pick this up because this just works wonders on your twist outs. They last longer and longer, and I do use this, which every curly head uses, which I've noticed is the Eco Styler, and that does help keep your curls in longer and your twists more defined. And I don't do my twist outs on sopping wet hair. I like to let my hair dry a little bit and let it be damp and then twist it up, because it gets more length and it stretches a lot better than if it were wet and it shrinks. And I get these on my ends. If I twist them while they're wet, they fray out like this and they look messy, and so I try to do it when they're just a little damp because they pull out a little bit better than when they're soaking wet. So this is what it looks like with all my twists undone, and for the most part, I like it like this, but I'm not done with it. I'm just going to show you how I tend to style it when they're out and about. And one more hiding in the back. I do try to, you do get these parts, and I just try my hardest to break apart the parts for the most part. Okay. Now, For this, I do use edge control, and I do use a toothbrush. And for most detangling and parting, I do use this, and this is a wide tooth comb. It does not rip my hair out, and it's not as bad as a fine tooth comb, and it doesn't take all the curl and volume out of your hair. So you're gonna want to go in, and you can actually take this and use it as you would use a teasing comb, and you just go in and you fluff and you break apart your parts. And that helps fill in some of the gaps you have in your hair from the twists. Now I use this, and this had thermal spray in it, but now it contains water, and I just spritz around this whole area of my head and just soften the baby hairs and loosen them from a little bit of that twist cream. And I come in with the toothbrush and I brush them back, and as I'm doing that, I put in my edge control, and that usually keeps my hair from fraying up, and it keeps it good to go out, and I don't sweat it out because it is hot here in Georgia and you do tend to sweat a lot. So I'm gonna do that now. And I have the most trouble here with this part of my hair because it is densely curly right there, and you just want to make sure the water gets in there and just let it sit and soften that up a bit. And you just come in with your toothbrush and you just brush that back. Just like that, you just brush that back, and you're going to come in, and you don't need a lot of this stuff. It's not necessary to put a whole bunch in your hair, but you take your finger, I take 2 fingers, and I put a little in, and I take the other finger and I smooth it in, and I go on downward like that, and it does hold. As you can see, it holds very well, and you just got to work that in there so there are no streaks, and go back over it with your toothbrush. And I kind of lost my part there, but that's okay. Gonna have to repart that. You are gonna come back in with your toothbrush to flatten that out. So don't worry if it looks a little lumpy. Now I'm gonna say a change of plans because I'm not really liking the side part today. So I'm gonna keep this whole one intact, and I'm just gonna go in with my toothbrush like I told you on this side and just smooth it out. And just push all those baby hairs back. Now everybody's baby hairs grow a little different and in a little bit of different direction. You just brush where your hairs tend to fall. My hairs, I can push them back and it doesn't look too bad, but some people, their hairs go forward, or their hair, you just gotta do what's natural, the natural way your hair falls. And I am pretty blind, which is why you'll either see me wearing the glasses or I'll have contacts in for my videos, but I'm currently out of contacts. So I'm gonna have to suffer through this one with my glasses on. And you just go in and just make sure all your edges are nice and cleaned up. I do have a bit of a widow's peak, and I do just brush it back into the hairline. Okay. Now if you have any ends or you see you have some frizzies, like I have little frizzies here, you can go in with some water and you spritz it a little, and you go in with your Eco Styler and you twist it around your fingers, and you can get yourself a little bit of a more defined curl in there. And other than that, you should be ready, set to go. You just go in there and you twist. You can break it apart and twist. It's more like a finger coil, and you just curl it around your finger and you get that little defined curl in there. And you just go throughout where you think you have frizzies, and you just do that throughout the hair. And you should be good. And this is how I style my hair day to day. And it's pretty simple. It doesn't take me too much time to put the twists in, and that's that. Thanks for watching, everyone.